Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just another REIT here, AGNC. AGNC Investment, and the ticker is AGNC. Here's a look at what they've done over the last year. 1384 on up to 1868 here in June. So not too bad of a return, but then it's came back down since then a little bit. So here's a look at the last 3 months. It's came down a little bit over, well, almost 13% in the last 3 months. Down 1.12% in the last month. In the last week, it's down 2.5%. And here's a look at what it's done today. So for some of this might be a buying opportunity. This is a long-term hold for me. I don't have any here in Robinhood. I do have some in a retirement account. But if you don't know what this one is, it's a real estate investment trust. In other words, a REIT. Primarily invests in agency residential mortgage-backed securities on a leveraged basis. Been around since 2008. 4.5 million average volume shares being traded and an $8.37 billion market cap. Not too bad of ratings on this one, 67%. Here's a look at the last earnings. And next ones are expected on October 25th in the after hours. Looks like I tried buying some here back on the 13th and the 11th and didn't fill, probably lowballed them and it was canceled. But I do have some of this one in a retirement account. I got some information coming out here. It didn't cover the dividend here, so it does have a dividend of 8.88%. So AGNC dividend yield pushes above 9%, and this is dated on August 9th. Looking at the universe of stocks we cover the at dividend channel and trading on Monday, shares of AGNC Investment Corp were yielding above the $9% mark based on the monthly dividend, annualized to $1.44. With the stock changing hands as low as $15.87 on the day, dividends are particularly important for investors to consider because historically speaking, dividends have provided a considerable share of the stock market's total return. To illustrate, suppose for example you purchase shares of iShares, the Russell 3000 ETF IWV back on 5/31/2000, you would have paid $78.27 per share. Fast forward to 5/31/2012, and each share was worth $77.79 on the date, a loss of 48 cents or 0.6% decrease over 12 years. But now consider you collected a whopping $10.77 per share in dividends over the same period, increasing your return to 13.15%. Even with dividends reinvested, that's only amounts to an average annual total return of about 1%. So by comparison, collecting a yield above 9% would appear considerably attractive. So I have a couple different dividend stocks here, and I've covered a couple of them on the channel. The majority of them are REITs, and they all do have a good return. A lot of them are in the 7, 8, 9% range, which some people say that's too high, but I don't have a whole lot wrapped into them, so if they did go down, I wouldn't be out of too much, but I do like the high return. So here's why AGNC Investment Corp stock volatility recorded over the last month was 2%. So the price is $16.03 after the most recent trading session. At the very opening of the session, the stock price was $16.04 and reached a high of $16.09. Prior to closing the session, it reached the value of $16.01. Stock touched a low price of $15.87 recently in news on July 26. AGNC Investment announces second quarter 2021 financial results, and today announced financial results for the quarter ended on June 30th, 2021. Like I said, I don't have any of this one in Robinhood. I do in a retirement account, and we'll just continue holding it and see what it happens with it in the future. So AGNC investment full year performance was 17.61%, and so you can't beat that. We can go back to Robinhood and take another look at it. So this is showing 14.93%, but that's still a pretty good return on top of the dividend that you get with this one. Price records that include history of low and high prices in the period of 52 weeks can tell a lot about the stock's existing status and the future performance. Presently, AGNC Investment Corp shares are lagging, or maybe that's lagging, should be 14.92%, that's negative, during the 52-week period from the high price, and 18.48% higher than the lowest price point for the same time frame. The stock's price range for a 52-week period managed to maintain the performance between $13.53 and $18.84. Daily high to daily low. Is it safe to buy AGNC Investment Corp, AGNC? And this is dated on the 17th, so just 2 days ago. So it went down minus 0.43% from the latest closing price compared to the recent one-year high of $18.84. The company's stock price was collected 1.50% of gains in the last 5 trading sessions, reported on August 12th, 21. That AGNC Investment Corp declares monthly common stock dividend of 12 cents per common share for August 2021, and announces estimated tangible net book value of $16.28 per common share as of July 31st, 2021. The scored price to earnings ratio above the average ratio, recording 4.69 from its present earnings ratio, plus a 36-month beta value for AGNC is at 1.02. Average price from analyst is $17.21, which is $1.98 above the current price. AGNC currently public float of 522.77 million, and currently shorts hold 2.75% ratio of that float. Today, the average trading volume of AGNC was 7.35 million shares, and this kind of goes over some of their stock performance, and we'll hit that at the end of the video here. Many brokerage firms have already submitted their reports on AGNC, repeating the rating for AGNC by listing it as market perform. Predicted price for AGNC in the upcoming period, according to, is $18.25 based on the research report published on June 7th of the current year, 2021. Why does AGNC Investment Corp future hold? So it traded at $16.29, and this is just dated yesterday on session on Tuesday. Made an upward move of 0.12% on the previous day's price. Looking at the stock, we see the previous close at $16.27, and beta reads 1.02, with the day's price range being $16.16. Company has a trailing 12-month P/E ratio of 4.69 in terms of its 52-week price range. AGNC has a high of $18.84 and a low of $13.53. The company's stock has gained about 2.84% over the last 30 days. So not too bad, 2.84% over the last 30 days, plus you get the dividend in there. AGNC forecast to gain 4.69% to hit consensus price target, and this is just dated yesterday. So again, some of the same information, so I'm just going to scroll through this, and feel free to pause and go over that information there for yourself. Again, you can find this on marketingsentinel.com. Over here to Reddit. If you're doing both races, you're putting both numbers on your bike right away. Let's see here, not much relevant information there for us. Over here on StockTwits, currently at $15.90 with a 52-week low of $13.53 and a high of $18.84. So not too bad of a growth there. Let's see if there's any other relevant information in here for us. Bought all three today. I have some of this NRZ as well. Don't know what this OXLC is. Oxford Lane Capital. That might be worth looking into. This one I believe is Altria Tobacco Company. Silver lining, historically the markets go up. And that one's not working. Over here on tip ranks, currently at $15.90 with a strong buy. 7 ratings that are 6 is showing a buy to $17.46 with a 9.81% upside. High of $18.25, low of $17. If you have any of AGNC, go ahead and list that in the comments, and any other favorite REITs that you might have, and I'd be happy to take a look at those as well. And if there's any other videos you want to see on the channel, I'd be happy to take a look at those as well. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.